Noswaith, good evening. The operator of the fatal flight taken by the footballer Emiliano Sala from France to Cardiff has gone on trial. Sala and pilot David Ibbotson crashed into the English Channel in January 2019. David Henderson has admitted trying to arrange a trip for a passenger without permission or authorisation, but he denied a separate charge of endangering the safety of an aircraft. Nellie Bird reports.
Amelia Crown Court.
Tributes have been paid by MPs to their colleague Sir David Amess, who was killed on Friday. His death has raised questions about the safety of politicians both at Westminster and Cardiff Bay. Senedd members are being offered advice this week about how they can stay safe. With more, here's Gareth Lewis. Police say a forensic review of the Clydach murders has made significant findings linking convicted killer David Morris to the crime scene. Morris, who died in August, was convicted of killing 4 members of the same family in the village in the Swansea Valley in 1999. South Wales Police said a link between Morris and a sock had been identified during an independent investigation. Our reporter Wira Davis is here. Wira, what more can you tell us? Now, it's the 70th anniversary of the creation of Wales's first national park. Snowdonia was designated back in 1951, later to be joined by the Pembrokeshire Coast and Brecon Beacons. National parks grew from public pressure for greater access to the countryside, and their popularity continues to grow, as Brendan Williams reports.
Snowdonia.
The scale of the challenge in tackling climate change has been laid bare, with figures showing that despite Wales only having 5% of the UK population, it produces nearly a fifth of its industrial emissions. It's prompted one leading economist to say that politicians will need to have genuine courage when it comes to the top 2 carbon emitters that employ thousands: Tata Steel in Port Talbot and RWE Power in Pembrokeshire. Paul Piggott reports. Football now, and Mick McCarthy has pledged to fight on as Cardiff City manager after his side was beaten by Swansea City in the South Wales derby. McCarthy's position has been made more awkward after reports that the club's chief executive had questioned the manager's future while speaking to fans before the game. Thomas David has more. It was designed to brighten up a corner of Cardiff city centre. 3 young artists spent weeks designing and painting 11 concrete pillars as part of a project celebrating diversity, but their hard work vanished overnight after a mistake involving cleaners. Talks are now underway to rectify what happened. Rhiannon Wilkins reports.
On a plan for the future.
Let's get the weather forecast now. Sabrina, staying unsettled.
Hi Rebecca, yes, an unsettled week in store. At times it's going to be...
And that's Wales Today. We'll be back with our next update at 10:30 tonight. For now though, have a good evening. Goodbye. Noswaith, good evening. The operator of the fatal flight taken by the footballer Emiliano Sala from France to Cardiff has gone on trial. Sala and pilot David Ibbotson crashed into the English Channel in January 2019. David Henderson has admitted trying to arrange a trip for a passenger without permission or authorisation, but he denied a separate charge of endangering the safety of an aircraft. Nellie Bird reports.